The Pinball Network is online. Launching
Silverball Chronicles.
Nordman. What's my favorite Nordman? My favorite, don't like Alien.
We know. It's the pop bumper on Wizard of Oz.
That's it.
That's
it. That's the one. Hello, everybody. This is David Dennis, and with me is Ron. We're throwing this together last minute. Hallett, how you doing, my friend?
I'm just doing great.
Yeah, we're throwing in a bonus episode this month. Colin over at the Kineticist.co has sent out an email to everybody in the Pinball Media Content Creation group and said, hey, let's do a collaboration, or as the kids call it today, Ron, collab. Basically, he said, hey, let's record a podcast, publish a little segment, so we're going to throw in a bonus episode here.
Kineticist. Is that the one who had the list of a favorite podcast and we were on it?
That's right, alphabetically, I might add.
Oh.
So we were sort of towards the middle.
Oh, okay. You confused me there. I thought alphabetically, I'm like, we don't start with A.
We start with S.
We should start, like ZZ Top. It could be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you mean
Silverball
ZZ
Chronicles.
Top.
Yeah, I like it. Well, the Kineticist wanted to know what our top 5 pinball machines are.
Well, that's far too easy for us.
Well, the problem with that is I'm on 2 podcasts, and Slamtail Podcast is the other one, and I'm going to have to do this twice. So it's going to be, for me, it's going to be stupid if I just name the same 5 machines both times.
So we're going to have to put a twist on it then.
So yeah, I thought of an idea that we could name our top game from each of the designers that we have featured on Silverball Chronicles.
Oh, so we're talking John Borg, George Gomez, Barry Ausler, John Papaduke, the Nordman himself, Steve Ritchie, and Pat Lawler. So we have to give you, the listener, our favorite pin from that designer. That's what you're getting at?
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. And no, we didn't forget Wayne Nyans, but he did so many games, I can't decide.
Yeah.
Hundreds of games. I'll say Flipper Clown. There, sounds good.
Wow. I'm going to do the one with the horse that kicks the cowboy in the ass. That was a good one.
Yeah, that is a good back box animation.
Yes. So the other thing at the end, we're also going to say, what do we love most about pinball? And Ron, I'm sorry, it's not you.
Oh. I'm sorry it's not Canada either.
No. That one really hurt. That was very mean.
Well, you do have a manufacturer now, so.
Well, let's not talk about that. Okay. Let's go with John Borg. Your favorite John Borg game, and it better be the same as mine.
It may not be. Metallica.
Oh, damn it.
I love me some Metallica.
You love to chop some wood.
It's fun chopping that wood.
Just hack and slash into Sparky all day.
Yep. It's got the left-right ramps, like payback time stuff going on. What do they call it in that game? Lady Justice, I think that's what they call it.
Yes, that's the one.
Yeah. It's got Sparky. Everything about it is cool.
Wonderful game. Love it.
Love it.
I really do love that game. I play a lot of that in my league, as the listeners know. That's a good one. My John Borg design, probably the number 1 game on my list, is clearly Tron, the greatest flow game of all time that isn't 2 flippers. Amazing Photoshop art package, a playfield loaded with tons of mechanics, the spinning disc and a scoop. I mean, but the ramps though, Ron, the ramps.
And the lighting.
And the lighting. So much lighting. Anyway, that's mine. That's not a surprise for anybody who listens to this podcast.
Really? I thought it would be Rush, being you're Canadian and all.
No, I own a Tron. I got to keep pumping the value of that pin up, my friend.
Okay.
What about George Gomez?
This one I was thinking about. I'm kind of stuck between 2.
I have 2 on this, but I'm going to go with the one that everybody knows I'm going to choose.
I'm going to go with Deadpool.
Yeah.
Because
that's a solid choice.
It's just super fun. With an honorable mention to his best shooting game, Johnny Mnemonic.
Wow, Johnny.
With the coolest toy, the glove.
What's the best thing of Deadpool?
The whole package.
It does come together as a whole package.
Yeah.
Individually, each piece is kind of okay. You put them all together, it's a brilliant machine.
And all that crazy music, all the different themes. I love, what is it? The Katanarama music, the one that sounds like some kind of like you're a carnival. I love that. I love that.
I'm gonna go with the pin that everybody is gonna generally go with a very good shout out to Deadpool, by the way. As the close runner-up for me. I'm choosing Lord of the Rings. Another pin where the entire package coming together from the call-outs, the sound, the music, the DMD, everything aside from kind of the generation's art back in those modern DMDs. What more can you say about Lord of the Rings? It's got the mechs, it's got the flow, it's got a diverter.
It's got the call-outs. Jackpot 1!
Jackpot 2! God, I love that. I was doing that at Pintastic. I was playing Lord of the Rings and I was yelling that out.
This fair is beyond any of you.
Run! What about Ousler? This one I did have a hard time with because Ousler doesn't have a whole lot of games that I think are like absolute smashes, but he has like the most amazing B-level games that is consistent across his entire career. What did you put there?
Other than Wayne Nyans, he probably has the most games on the list.
Yeah.
I love Dirty Harry.
Yep. It's a good one. I embarrassed myself greatly during the Pintastic tournament on Dirty Harry, in which everybody saw on stream because I was drinking. How about my choice? I mean, come on. Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Ah, yes.
BSD.
Mm-hmm.
It's got the mechs. It's got the ramp. It's got the physical ball lock. It's got Keanu Reeves. Did you ask any more?
It doesn't have Keanu Reeves.
It does if you buy the extra plastic.
The extra plastics that they had to remove because they didn't have the rights to his likeness. Is his voice in there, though?
I don't know. That's that weird part of his career where he's like, are you always Bill and Ted, or is that how you act?
Whoa. Sorry. and it has great call-outs, 13 million.
I love my bats and my rats.
Yes.
Love the bats and my rats. Papaduke. John Papaduke. J-Pop.
That is the easiest one. World Cup Soccer.
Okay. And you're choosing that because of the rules.
I'm choosing that because I think it's his best game.
Okay. Shoots really great.
I mean, striker. Come on. How can you not like the World Cup pup? Go! And the call-outs again.
So good.
So good.
So good. And we'll get to the call-outs again. That was done by...
That's Tim Kitzrow.
Tim Kitzrow. We'll get to Tim Kitzrow again in the list here.
Ah.
But I'm going to go Theater of Magic. I love Theater of Magic. I know the rules are a little bit not that great, but it's got the pop-up cellar trunk thing. It has the turning trunk with the multiple states and the sneaking the ball in the back and the ramps and the magnets that move it off of the ramp and onto another ramp. Oh,
you know the most amazing thing about that game is that pop-up, the squeak it makes is the exact same squeak on every single Theater of Magic. I don't know how that's possible.
It's a design. They wanted
It's a design squeak.
So you know it's coming. Love me some Theater of Magic. Wonderful art package. Just what an awesome theme.
I will give honorable mention to Circus Voltaire.
Yeah, Circus Voltaire is pretty good as well, but I find the ball goes awry pretty easy in Circus Voltaire, where Theater of Magic is just butter wrapped in bacon. It's so smooth. What about the Nordman himself?
Dennis Nordman. For me, that's easy. It's in my basement. It is Demolition Man.
Yeah, okay, because you like them wide.
It's not really wide. I mean, it is wide, but it isn't. It's the narrowest playing wide body ever made.
Yeah, that's a good one. I find it grindy, but I mean, that's kind of the era, right? Those Bally Williams DMDs are kind of grindy now when you look back.
How is it grindy?
Well, you gotta shoot the ramps and you gotta collect the yellow light or the orange light, and then when you do that, you shoot it up, you put it in the claw into the. It's okay. Because
when wizard modes are easy to get to, so to me that's the opposite of grinding.
Well, yeah, but it's you know, like that. In Theater Imagine, same thing, right? Shoot this shot.
Don't question me, Ron.
My Nordman, I'm going to go with something that I've played quite a bit. And I mean, no, it's not obviously his Whitewater, which is friggin' brilliant and all of that. Shout out to that. I'm going Elvira House of Horrors. I really, really enjoy that game. Now that it is a complete package, it's all come together. I'm not a very good pinball player, so shooting wide open ramps is awesome. Those plastic ramps feel great. It's got cool mechs in it. The art package is unbelievable by Greg Freres. And it's Lyman's last game, Lyman Sheets.
And it has Torgo in it. From the famous Manos, The Hands of Fate.
That's the one. Manos, The Hands of Fate. Okay. Steve Ritchie.
This one was hard. Because there was a point where I had almost my whole collection was Steve Ritchie games. I'll pick one of the ones I still have. Getaway.
Yeah, good one. So we were we were on our way to Pintastic. My wife and I, we stopped in Portland, Maine, and we went to
Arcadia,
the downtown core there, and we played the Getaway. And my wife immediately went after playing her first ball. That is an awesome game. So there you go.
I guess I should
Hats
call
off.
it the Getaway High Speed Part 2, like the official name. It's got ZZ Top. You take the playfield from the first one, you add a supercharger, get some ZZ Top in there, and the coolest super jackpot call out ever.
I love the ball lock too on the right side, Donut Heaven, the way the ball goes up and then into it.
Yeah.
So good. So good. Dwight Sullivan's Code with the blinking and the lights.
I better not hum that. We might get pulled.
Yes, yeah. What do they call that? DMCA,
DMCA or YMCA or
WKRP. Mm-hmm. Okay, T2. That's my Steve Ritchie. The first 2-flipper fan layout, 2-ramp, right to left shots, absolute masterpiece. Do the thing on steroids into the cannon, through the skull lock, a vertical up kicker. Love this game. God, I want one of these games, but I can't find one, and they're fairly pricey when you find one that's not garbage.
Because they made 10,000 plus of them. You think you'd be able to find? They made a ton of those games.
You live in a country with like 300 or 400 million people.
Yeah. Doesn't everyone?
I don't.
Oh. But you have the same surface area we do. You're too spread out.
That's right. That's right. The same surface area.
I will say it is funny that any game that has the left-right ramp thing where it returns to you, I just call it payback time. No matter what game is, no matter what it's called in the game, I always call it payback time.
And the swearing ROM that they put in.
Oh,
with the mystery. So much fun. And I love it. It shoots up and it pops out and it's in the pop bumpers and it's not easy. It is difficult. So awesome. Let's close it out with Pat Lawler. What's your favorite Pat Lawler?
I have a Pat Lawler, but I won't say it's that one. I will say Whirlwind with an honorable mention to guilty pleasure of mine, Roadshow.
Roadshow?
Mm-hmm.
Don't tell anybody that.
Let's rip some road.
God, I hate that.
I'm all worn out. Party time.
My wife and I played that at Pintastic, and she hated it.
Oh.
But I'm telling you what, I'm going to go with something very similar as my favorite Pat Lawler. This one holds quite a glimmer within my heart. No, it's not Dialed In. That's the closest one in there. We're talking Funhouse. Rudy. Rudy is awesome. The mechanics behind Rudy is amazing. The ramp is fun. The ball lock on the left side. It's got hot dogs in it. I love hot dogs.
Give yourself a hot dog.
Into midnight, he sleeps. He snores. The coding that had to go into all of that with the quivering jaw. The vision of I want to shoot a weird dummy in the face. Amazing. Any other honorable mentions in there?
I'm among those designers, I mean, there's lots of honorable mentions, but I think I got through them all.
Great. Okay. So what do you love most about pinball, Ron? Don't say me. Let's spread it out a bit.
Okay.
Let's spread it out.
Hold on, I'll have to cross that out then.
Yeah.
I had Canadians as the second thing too, so I got to cross that out. Sorry.
Yeah, keep rolling.
What do I like most about pinball? That it's a physical game.
Yeah.
That I can also work on.
You like to tinker.
That was probably the initial impetus. Did I say that right? Impetus? Yeah, the initial impetus.
The initial impotence.
No.
Sorry. I'm gonna say something very similar. I very much love that it is a physical, random, analog experience, as opposed to a very digital-based experience. So I'm a little bit younger than you, Ron, and I've almost exclusively grown up in a digital world. Digital video games, you hit the A button, he always jumps. This thing always comes out from that direction at all those times when we play those games. So it being an actual physical thing with a solenoid that literally moves a device or a target is very exciting and appealing to me. It's that nostalgia of the previous world. How's that?
Sounds great.
I think that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And Ron, where can people find us if they're looking for more information, they want to hear more, and they want to join our Patreon?
Well, they should just head on over to silverballchronicles.com.
And that's patreon.com/silverballchronicles. Thanks for listening to our wonderful mix of top 5, which really wasn't a top 5, and what we love about pinball. Enjoy yourself at Pinball Expo, everybody. And our next episode is coming out shortly. Do you want to give them a preview of what that's about, Ron?
Our next episode is full of tight but findable shots.
Ooh, very well done.
Oh, I see you have stayed for the bonus episode bloopers. I'm Larry, the Chronicles AI. Hello there. Sadly, there are no bloopers in this bonus episode. I'm shocked you didn't know that. Dave is pretty lazy these days. Seriously though, this was only a short episode. What do you expect? As you can tell by the quality, Dave didn't put much work into editing. He didn't keep anything interesting for the bloopers. Usually he keeps all the parts and edits them in. Dave even keeps that bits where Ron says terrible things about people for future use. He didn't even do that. Poor Dennis Kriesel, Ron really doesn't like you. Alright, go away now. There is nothing else here, please leave.